Okay. Are we good? Is this live?
Let's see, I'm gonna
Okay.
reload from a user standpoint, and yep, you are currently live.
Yay! Now we just need to make sure to send this to everybody on Discord so we actually have a chat.
That'd be nice.
Oh, of course, file responder is starting to crash now. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay.
Everything looks pretty fine to me.
Let's see here. There's this. Okay. And hang on, I'm just gonna go caps lock on this thing. Hopefully. And this one has a self promo. Yeah, this is taking a minute. Oh well, the lo-fi I'm listening to is nice at least.
That's good.
Yeah, thankfully Dan and Phil released like these. Right, slow mode. Let's see here. Where else? Other than Lehnarrow, I think I can always count on that. Technically, this is Lehnarrow live playing games, huh?
In a way, but we're doing it just to make characters.
Yeah. I think your dad would allow it, though.
Wow. Actually, looking through here, it's really interesting what stuff is on the Has Been Hotel fandom page.
Oh, yeah.
Or Nifty. And that's a lot of what I will probably be working with in terms of what we're going to be putting on this character sheet. And,
Just
oh my
trying to
gosh.
pitch this shit is really annoyingly hard.
Fans are very meticulous about details. Every single nickname that she's ever been called in the entire series, even if it's only a one-off, is listed under her nicknames,
Jeez. Rise from the hook.
including the
Oh, here we
fucking
go.
maid by Velvet. Velvet
Okay,
called her the fucking maid once, and
I'm
that's
gonna
one of
need
her
to look
nicknames.
this up. I started this up, made notes. I did it without looking up that. One thing that shall never fail. I am going to risk it for the biscuit and where's my. No, go back to my friend chat. Thank you. Okay. Why are you. Oh, it's because I'm holding. I was holding down control instead of shift, so I. Everybody. Oh my gosh.
Oh, interesting.
Alright. There we go. I'm gonna look up the fan page real quick. After I close some of these tabs. Great googly moogly. You won't believe how many tabs I have open.
I only have 3 right now, but then again,
I have close to 30.
dang. Oops, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Oh, well, you're alive right now. I don't think
There
I
we
need
go, the
to close.
fandom.com.
Now I only have
I need.
2 pages open. I did have your stream open just so I could make sure that we were live and all that, but
But now we know we are I am live, and I can start recording once I'm ready to start talking.
cool.
Oh my word. Yes. This is exactly what I needed. Okay. And it's got contents. I'm good to start talking about Nifty whenever.
Alrighty.
Alright, so I'm just gonna start recording this in 3. Chat or no chat, we're doing this. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope this works. Hello? Salutations, dear viewers! Today I have a special guest, Jake Pendragon from the Hilt.
Howdy.
And today we are going to be discussing Nifty from Has-Been Hotel.
Yay.
Now, Nifty is a very fun and interesting character. Now, this is a spreadsheet. What I am using here is Google Sheets. I made this spreadsheet for her, so that way we may have an easier time with making her character a character sheet for you, the viewers, to use later. I am recording this stream so that way I can make a more streamlined video at a later date and include her link to the spreadsheet in the description. Now, without further ado, let's get started.
So, are we gonna roll up her stats randomly like a regular character, or just distribute her
Yeah,
stats based on how we feel about her?
personally, I'm thinking we roll her stats until we get a good number we can feel good about.
Alright, well, I'm definitely thinking we should make her highest stat her agility.
I'm thinking intellect might be her dump stat.
She doesn't seem that smart. Though we don't
She
know.
really doesn't.
She's pretty insane.
Yeah, she's nuts. She's insane. But that's why we love her.
Hmm.
She's our feral little overlord of the bugs.
Bug Overlord. Oh my gosh. If that's actually true and not just a fan theory, it would make so much sense.
Right. So over here on the README page, I have which pages in the ELPG that I have used for reference
Okay.
here for later. So for right now, we're just gonna take this one step at a time, of course, and focus on the page from top to bottom.
Alright, well, I'm not really seeing what you're seeing. You haven't really shared anything with me.
Oh, right. Hang on, I'll set up this screen share for it.
Hmm.
I forgot amidst getting this getting this already, I forgot to share the screen. There it is. This is her sheet.
Complete with a little Nifty pick.
Yes, I felt that this picture best suited her because it was either that, but the one I wanted to find was, her during the cleanup song.
Oh my gosh, her little anime look.
Her little anime look. I love her little anime look so much.
My gosh.
Honestly, her best look in the whole series was her little anime look. Where
You're
I had the
making
chat.
her an arachnoid?
Yes, because that's just what makes the most sense for her. You
Pretty
know what I mean?
much. I mean, we don't have an insectoid race, which would fit her a little better.
Well,
So,
yeah,
using rules as written, arachnoid would make the best sense.
and what she does is honestly very similar to what the arachnoids tend to do, which is wall crawling all over the walls and
Oh yeah, she does do that.
yeah. So arachnoid is just a good fit for her, I feel. And plus, she does her with how she acts in the show. She does have a ton of like references to Silk Song, and Silk Song
Yeah.
is
Oh
a
my gosh,
spider.
especially her big needle weapon, which I'm not sure is angelic or not. Could be angelic, but we don't know. Looks
Who
angelic.
knows? Who knows? Like, but either way, she fights like a spider, therefore is a spider.
For the
That
purposes of making
it's
the character.
yeah, for the purpose of making her character, because it's the closest we can get. Which, honestly, considering this is the closest race we can get compared to Dungeons and Dragons, is a very big, honestly, is a very big step up, in my opinion, from Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons.
honestly, I'm learning to play 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, and it's pretty fun, but it feels severely limiting compared to Lehnarrow.
Honestly, yeah, it does. Like, Lehnarrow has a much more ease of play for me, at least. Okay,
It's
let's.
so much more open as what you could do with a character as opposed to anything else. Though to be fairly honest, I think if Nifty were to get a D&D based race, I think she'd do good as a tiefling, but a very heavily modified tiefling if I were to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you could somewhat get away with that, but again, there's no way you can make a character like Nifty in that game without using a heavy amount of homebrew. But
Right.
honestly, Lehnarrow has enough variety that you can go through. We can probably make her entire character without needing to go into homebrew at all,
Right.
which is the goal.
Yes, using rules as written to create a character, showing how versatile the system is through
Precisely.
just rules as written.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we have. So with arachnoids, I can't really decide on which one. There's some that I know for sure doesn't fit her, like the scorpions,
Oh no,
but I
definitely not
can't.
the scorpions.
Yeah, I can't
Let's go
decide
back
between
to the Wydarian.
tarantulan and Wydarian. And I can't remember the difference between the two. I've never made an arachnoid character.
Well, let me go look down. I've made a couple of arachnoids in the past, and with the enhanced player's guide, I can give a better description on that. Let me see if
Yeah.
it has
Do you need
it.
the page references that I have
I'm
written
pretty much a
down,
book
or?
fan. I know
Okay,
the book pretty well.
good,
It's
because
different from what I learned the system on, but it's still similar enough that I know my way around.
Yeah, and I am partially doing this so I have an excuse to better read, to, read through the rest of the book.
Alright, so definitely not the scorpions. Could work with just a common Spiderian. Hey, look it up. Let's see.
Mm.
Common Spiderians are a humanoid race of spider with 2 arms and 2 legs. Sounds very nifty. They are
Mm.
similar in most respects to the scorpion, except they come from many different terrains and have a bite instead of a stinger. I mean, Nifty doesn't bite per se, but it could be nice to give her a good toolkit
She
to use in battle.
can. She can bite. She has tried to
Yes,
bite someone before, but they've all stopped her.
right. Let's see. And instead of pincers for hands, Spiderians are more human-like in appearance. However, the Spiderian has another more complex weapon. Okay, this is a little bit off script for Nifty, but they may spit a web from their mouth, which will cover up to a man-sized opponent in webbing, which
Okay.
may paralyze the victim as trapping them. As a race, Spiderians vary in size, shape, and appearance, as do spiders, and worship various deities. Choose your favorite spider and ask your referee if that type of Spiderian has any traits or abilities that differ from the norm.
Okay.
Now,
Now I'm hearing it. Common does sound like it might be the best fit for it. However, I think maybe we could try and trade out the spinning web things because, we haven't seen her do that at all for
we have.
another skill maybe that
However,
she could actually does use.
however, one thing that does keep it rules as written is his since hence the referee he can give you specific traits based on the specific spider species. I think we can just remove this the web spitting and say that she's a type of spider her species that doesn't have web spitting.
Yep, that sounds good. Uh, Considering we are making this without a referee in mind, then I think we're making this without a referee in mind for it. So
One thing I do think that would be interesting, Hang, that I was looking
we
up on
just
the
do need to keep
wiki.
that in mind.
One
Yeah,
of her abilities is that she has fire immunity. Maybe that could be one of the things we replace with the web shooting.
not gonna lie, I forgot about that one. And
Well, the
yes,
reason
and we should replace that with flame immunity, but that would be like the only thing regarding flame she has.
right, because there is an episode where she is taking baking out of the oven and she is like really like right next to it, like in a way
That's the
that would hide from other people.
pilot. In
Oh,
the
but it's not the
pilot,
pilot. With
she was literally grabbed out of a fire perfectly fine.
right,
And yeah, you're right. She in an episode she was sitting that close to the hearth without burning. I completely forgot about that.
so yeah, she does have a fire immunity. So common Spiderian would be work if as long as we replace the webbing with a fire immunity. Um,
Yes.
and the ability score adjustments actually would work really well with her as well because they have +2 to agility, -2 to charm. Now, I do find Nifty to be very charming. The only difference is she's kind of off-putting, which would put a negative to her charm, which makes sense.
But the fact that she's off-putting also adds to her charm.
In a way, but charm is more than just how you look and stuff. She's just off-putting in a way that normal people would just go, ugh. And that's kind of how people react to her half the time as opposed to like, ugh.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, and what? So +2 to agility, and let's see here. I have like the age, height, and weight chart here up for this stuff, but like that's all. Oh, yeah, no, I don't need the height and weight thing. Um,
Hmm.
okay, what was the other ability scores?
It's +2 to agility, -2 to charm, and oh gosh. And they have a resistance roll of a + to physical and a + to spiritual, just one each. And then their move base is 21, so that actually is also in line with Nifty because typically a move base is like 15 or something, so being
She
twice the normal
is
move base would
fast,
work
yeah.
really well. And then her natural DR would be 15. Now that's before any agility bonuses or anything like that.
Oh, found it! Found the score adjustment chart. Okay. Been
All right.
trying to find that for a hot second here. Common Spiderian +2, 0 across the board. Alright, and
Let
we
me just
are
calculate
down to
everything.
the things. Got it. That's fine, that's fine. So I have her as a common laborer laundress because
Well,
laundress
Laundress
is
isn't
just
actually
closest to a maid you can get, I
Well,
think.
laundress isn't a direct profession. I'll have to look through the common laborer professions to give her a more specialized profession. Laundress is just one of the abilities that she can have. But she doesn't need to have a profession per se, but she does need one of those common laborer skills, and that's a common laborer skill
Ye-
is to be a laundress.
yes, it. I just put that down under profession because that's just the easiest spot I could slot it into, with it
That's
making
not a bad
sense. If you need like an yeah, like as a person who plays with it, of course they can customize it,
right.
but like
If you think
for
you're nifty
just the
works
create
better,
purpose of eases of creation.
right. If you think your nifty would work better her as a different type of common laborer, that is completely fine. This is just how we would perceive Nifty as a Lehnarrow character.
Yes, exactly. So, oh man, how old was she when she died again?
22, but I guess that's how
22.
her
Sorry.
I guess that would be what her age would be frozen at, quote unquote, in hell.
Yeah, it makes sense that they'd be kind of stuck at the age that they died in or something like that. Let's see here. We're not gonna worry about like weight. She's tiny. I have her as like 3 feet tall, but like she basically weighs nothing.
I'd say 15 to 20 pounds at most. Most characters can just heft her up like a sack of potatoes.
15 to 20. There we go. Oh, good, it didn't subtract it. Okay. There we go. General traits and secondary traits. That tends to fall into the personality stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is her personality. We don't have to put those, even though it's in the system, even and Logan
Yeah,
doesn't use those all that often.
yeah, that's an advanced player thing, and this is for start. This is a starting character, so we don't need to worry about that. Natural defense.
natural defensive rating would be 15 from the common Spiderian.
15? Gotcha. There we go. Area of origin, I'm just gonna put has been. Area of
That
origin
works.
is just gonna be what the
The
name
has
of
been
the
character.
location in the show is, yeah.
She lives there. Let's see. As a common laborer, her combat die would be 1d8, so if you could slot that in. And I think she definitely falls under the evil category.
If we were using Dungeons and Dragons chart, then yeah, 100%.
But yeah, her personality is like kind of neutral or evil or somewhere in that zone.
If I were to define her exact personality, it would. This is gonna sound a little off, but like I would say just determined to help in the least
No,
helpful way possible.
I think she's neutral, to be honest. Like she's
Yeah,
not.
she.
Yeah, she's chaotic, but she doesn't exactly do bad things for the sake of bad things.
Yeah, like if we were using a Dungeons and Dragons lineman chart, I would 100% put her as true neutral because while she's not, she does things that seem chaotic at first. It's not true chaos, like not actually how a chaotic character would act.
Yeah, she
Like
doesn't.
Alistair is closer to chaotic than Nifty is.
I think Alistair would be chaotic neutral because he's not. I mean, yeah, he does evil shit, but for Alistair specifically, he's more self serving than truly evil.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But we don't know how he's gonna be when he's off his leash. Unfortunately, we have to wait until season 3, which I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things that we're waiting for with season 3, and I heard a rumor. I don't know how true it is. They're waiting until 2027.
Honestly, if they do, then that's fine. They were then it's deserved, right? Then
Right.
right. I forgot my words for a second. If they do wait until 2027, that just shows that they're taking their time to make sure it's actually as good as it could be.
Right. So yeah, personality neutral.
Okay, so title. We should put down one of her nicknames as her title.
The fucking maid.
Yeah, the fucking nicknames. The question is which one?
Like I said, the fucking maid. Velvet gave her that nickname.
Yes.
And honestly, it fits her the best. She's the maid.
It does. It really does. The I'm just gonna
And that is definitely and that is definitely an official title on her Wikipedia, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
We could
Let's
definitely put
see
in her
here.
hair, eye, and skin color. I guess her
Yeah,
skin
her
color is
hair.
black and white because her face is kind of white, but the rest of her body is black. Oh, but hair is red and yellow, I think.
I
But
was
the
just
rest of
gonna
her color,
put. Just gonna put strawberry blonde.
that
I'm
works. Oh, that
I
makes
am now
sense.
realizing how freaking loud my desktop audio is going to be right
Yeah, I was a
now.
little confused when you started typing and I heard Pokemon sound.
That's why I use Opera GX. I was able to customize sounds to it.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I should
It
consider Opera GX. I just use Google Chrome, but that's mostly because I have all my bookmarks, and that is what I used since high school.
yeah, it just didn't it didn't hit me. Well, I was until we were here. It didn't hit me until we were here. that I might need to mute my sounds for a second. I'm just gonna change my sound effect settings real quick, just so it doesn't keep going.
I don't know. I kind of liked it. So maybe just turn it down a bit if you can.
Yeah, where the fuck do I find it again? Manage mods. Oh wait, that's 100% it. Sound effects, keyboard sounds, good settings. And turning it way the fuck down, because that is loud as heck.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see. Does this
Rubbery
sound
better.
better?
Oh, way better. Rose
Good.
gold. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because, the red and the yellow, I just feel like that works.
Hmm. And then this one is interesting for her skin color because her face is white, but the rest of her body is black.
Yeah, it is odd. I
I
just
don't know.
realized I have hair in two places.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but
I forgot I had that. Oh man. Okay. And deity.
let's put Lucifer.
Honestly, I was just putting down bad boy. She worships
Bad
the bad
boy.
boy.
All the bad boys.
Yes. Given how obsessed she is. Not a bad boy.
Poor, poor princess.
She worships the bad boys.
Alright, let's see if I could get
Okay.
her a better profession for now. But I think. Let's see. Went straight up into the nobleman's. Alright, common
Yeah.
laborer. So yeah, her basic vocation would be laundress slash launderer. That would be the best for a maid.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bouncer, no, she's not there to keep people out. That's Alistair's job. Brawler, no, she doesn't live for the fight. I mean, yeah, she stabs a bunch of rats because they want blood,
Yeah, but
but I don't
that's
think she's.
that's just a part of her job.
It is a part of her job. Ooh, exterminator.
Oh yes.
Exterminators, as the name implies, are individuals that are paid to kill or eliminate pests. Cities, even in fantasy settings, are constantly plagued with rats and all sorts of vermin. An exterminator is at least skilled in the knowledge of the removal of two different types of vermin, cockroaches and rats, and may choose two lore specialties to begin play with, like, say, rodents and bugs. Wow, it's like this profession was made for Nifty. However, most exterminators commonly learn more lore specialties in order to expand their skills as well as job possibilities. Yeah, she's an exterminator.
Okay. Yes, I put that down. But also, as I'm doing this, I realized another title I could give her:
What?
Overlord of the Rats.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh, so I put that down too. Alright. Now we are into the area that requires the ability scores. I have the ability score chart up, so you don't need to worry about that too much. So how ability scores are gonna work for the viewers here, for the sake of the viewers, is since this character is pre-existing, we are going to roll the stats via the method listed on this character sheet here, and then we just keep re-rolling until we get numbers that best fit her where we think fit.
Okay, well, I don't think we need to roll for agility. Just set that to 20 because I think we'd definitely put Nifty in there, plus 2 because of her Spiderian, so she'd have a 20 agility. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she would. She would. She's a fast and nimble little bugger. It's the rest of these that are just a little bit more fuzzy. Like intellect
Gotcha.
is low, obviously.
Alright, for charm. Um, how are we gonna roll? Do you want to pull up a dice roller, or do you want me to just roll? I have my dice in front of me.
Okay, if you have your dice in front of you, please roll. I forgot my dice.
That's fine, that's
I was
fine.
so excited and nervous about this.
Alright, I rolled a
And
5, so
I'll
8.
just fill out the thing as we go.
Wow. I think Nifty is more charming than an 11, wouldn't you say? Is she more
Yes,
charming than an 11?
she is more charming than an 11. However, the 11 is perfect for, I think, insight.
Okay, we can put that on. It would be 13 because that was the going down one with the -2. All right,
Okay, yeah.
18. Should we put 18 on vitality?
Yeah, I'd say 18 on vitality.
All right, that is another 13. Should we put that on intellect or might?
Maybe we do that. Oh wait, no, that's if with the adjustment that makes it 11.
With a charm, it would be an 11 and charm.
Okay, let's go with 13 on intellect then.
All right, that is a 16. And if we do -2 on the charm, that would be 14. 14 sounds a bit better for Nifty, wouldn't you say?
14 sounds like, yeah, that sounds good for Nifty.
And finally, I don't know how strong she is in terms of her actual physical strength. I think it would be fairly low.
Um, yeah, because her
Definitely
fighting
not
style
17
seems to
either.
deal more in finesse than actual overpowering strength.
Yes.
And finesse tends to fall under more agility than might.
About 11 for her might.
Alright,
There we go.
that's actually a pretty well rounded character.
Mm-hmm. Very agile focus, of course, hers, but that's just Nifty in a nutshell, really.
It really is, yeah. Now I just need to fill in the rest of the things. So 20 agility for throwing is a +5.
I think she's thrown things in the show, hasn't she?
She has, and she's fairly accurate, honestly. Aiming for the 20 is a +4. Let's see here. Magical. Let's see here. The defense is a +5. And her feet is actually really nice. A nice big 75.
That makes sense with a 20 agility. She's been
Yes.
having really impressive feats of agility 75% of the time.
She really is. Like in the show, anything that does with agility, she just kind of nails.
I think the least agile we've seen her is her getting clogged in a toilet, but that was literally just there to make Alistair look better, so
Yeah, or her throwing herself off the stage during the trust exercise. Yay,
hey!
pain! Yeah, anytime we see any real clumsiness from her, it's always just
Absolutely.
because she wants to have fun. Okay, let's see your charm. Leadership for charm. That's a Or wait. Oh no, right there. There it is. Finally found it. Okay, 14. That is a +1 to leadership. Let's see here. Appearance is a +2. The number of servants she gets, which honestly, while I do kind of want to do a servant sheet, I will level with you. It would just be, I would just label it the swarm and just have each species of vermin she gets under her control just be
Fair.
count as one of the servants. Because let's face it, vermin tend to come in big numbers.
Fair enough. If she were to get servants.
Yeah, like the bugs.
Anyways,
And
what
as
the servants and the charms that is specifically is you can have as many servants as you want, but that's how many will be loyal to you if things get serious and things go against some of their ideals or whatever. Like that's how many Nifty is capable of keeping under her command, so to
yeah,
speak.
and right now with she only has 4 servants, which means she has just enough for her bug band.
Yes, her bug band. That would be her bug band that's loyal to her.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of that bug band, oh my gosh, so many people are like clambering onto the Baxter X Nifty bandwagon.
I like them as just friends, not
I
gonna lie.
I think it's canon because Vivzy Pop revealed some sketches of them having a date together.
No, I just want them to be friends.
Make really good friends.
They do. Oh man. And honestly, just a note for anyone who wants to play this character, be careful with feats of charm. You only have a 25%. You can only get a 25 or lower on a percentile in order to succeed. That is a very small margin.
Yeah, charm is very hard to do, especially when it's not that high.
Yeah. You know who would have a nat 20 in charm, though?
Hmm.
Donkey! From Shrek.
Yes. Oh my gosh, a lot of people insist that Donkey is like the bard
Uh,
class wise.
I mean, it makes sense, though. It makes sense. Like,
I mean, not only is he flamboyant in all the ways that matter, or not only does he seduce a freaking dragon, but he's the one that sings the song at the end.
he is. It's. He makes too much sense. And Nifty is just so darn cute. Could
Yes.
you imagine a campaign with Donkey and Nifty together?
Oh my gosh, so much chaos in all the best ways.
It'd be awesome. And here we go. Insight 13 for mental defense. That is a +1.
I don't know, I think you could convince that girl to do anything.
Really, you can, but like mental defense is more resistance against hypnotism.
Fair enough, but Charlie managed to get her over her weirdness over her camera just by convincing her that the camera is a roach.
Yeah, true, true.
And it's like, I thought Nifty was smarter than that, but hey.
I didn't.
One bad move could lead to another.
It was surprising that it was all it took for sure, but like she 100% thus far in the series was proven very much to not be I forgot that the arcane spell slots wasn't a modifier.
No, it's not a modifier. That's just how many spell slots you get. Oh, wait,
Uh,
extra spell slots. That should be a modifier. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not a modifier? It should be a modifier.
It should.
It's how many extra spell slots you get per level.
Oh my gosh. I made this in such a weird way. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It works.
Let's see here. Learning a subfield for a 14 is a it's a 50-50 shot. She either learns it or she doesn't.
Sounds very nifty. Sounds
Very
very much.
nifty. Oh man, her
Nifty
max
word for
spells
learning.
per rank is 10. So that means she can only learn like 10 spells
That is
right
if she were
now.
to learn magic, because as a common laborer, she is aligned to combat and guild. That doesn't mean she can't learn magic, it just means it would be more difficult for her. And I
It
think that would make
would.
sense.
Yeah.
I think that
I-
would make sense specifically because Nifty is very dexterous slash kind of combat focused.
Yeah. It it makes sense. And besides, the only feat of magic we really see from Nifty in the show is the power of friendship ending in season 2.
I think that's Overlord powers, because if you noticed, only Overlords actually were able to make that beam, which making it hilarious. It
Yeah.
feels like the Care Bear stare.
It is absolutely
It's the
hilarious.
equivalent of just the
But
Care
like
Bear stare slash power of friendship slash. It was a complete bullshit ending, but it fits the tone so well.
it should. It was just a such a basic power of friendship ending, and I loved it. I'm like, oh, it's the power of friendship. Oh my word! It's insane that they were absolutely able to make that work, right?
Yeah.
All right, time for might. Might doesn't always make right, but for Nifty, it sure makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
Damage bonus is a +1.
Oh, wow. It's a +1 at 11? That's actually pretty neat. That is
I was
very
looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the wrong thing.
I was gonna say, I thought 10 through 12 was 0.
I was looking at 13 through 15. Evidently, when you get 3 in the row that have the exact same things, you wind up doing the exact same thing on the fourth. Who knew?
Let's go. Might. Nifty suddenly has a 13 might, everyone. No.
Yeah, no, no. And she can only lift 50 pounds.
I mean, when have we ever seen her really lift things?
We haven't.
Wait,
We've
wasn't
seen
there
her.
an instance where she threw one of the either Angel or Husk off a building?
No, that was Vaggie. I like to
Oh,
call her
Vaggie.
Vigalia because I feel like that fits her really well. Like Vaggie mixed
Honestly,
with
I
Regalia
felt
mixed
really
Vigalia.
disappointed. I felt really disappointed in the name change subplot with Vaggie. Because it was like, I need a new name. We're going over all these options. And at the end of the series, okay, here's the new name. I feel like it's perfect. Literally just drops off the E.
It's like if you're gonna give a name change subplot, you gotta make it more different than one letter difference. Hence why I like to call her Vigalia because it just fits.
I don't know, I like Vaggie.
Vaggie is
Honestly,
nice.
the new pronunciation, in my opinion, is enough because Adam named her Vaggie, not Vaggie.
Yeah.
So the new pronunciation is good enough
Adam
for me.
Adam ruined it. Adam ruined it. Speaking of
Actually
Adam,
was
Abel
very
stepped up to the freaking plate.
yes. Oh, speaking of, you know how I said he was a member of one of the of Fall Out Boy? He's actually the lead singer, Patrick. 'Stump. 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 'Stump.
No freaking wonder I enjoyed it when he sang so much. He's
I can't
literally the
wait
lead
for
to
him to
one
get a
of my favorite bands.
I can't wait until season 3. They have to give him a solo song.
Yes! Yes! If the
Because that one little bit in Hear My Hope was just chills. Even with
right,
Tyler's character arc.
that alone has cemented Abel as my favorite has been hotel character. That isn't just one I kin with so far. When I tell you for the past few weeks, my old favorite and the new favorite have been warring in my head, and of course the Fallout Boy won out.
Yeah, it's actually really cool with a lot of the stuff with Abel. He that whole character arc in Hear My Hope is just mwah.
Oh, it's Chef's Kiss, such a perfect thing. When, especially with you, when you grew up with the tale of Abel, like, bruh, it makes
Honestly,
perfect sense.
so many people are saying he needed more screen time to flesh out his character, and I'm like, if you just understand Abel's backstory from the Bible, that is 90% of what you need to understand who Abel is as a character.
Yes, and even then, he got just enough screen time that you can tell, like, because even in the Bible, nobody really liked him.
It's sad. Though,
It's sad but
fun
true.
fan, fun fan theory that I've seen floating around the internet relating to Abel, but not exactly about Abel himself. Zestial is Cain. He's one of the oldest overlords, and he's over agriculture.
Why can I see that? Why can I see that? Why does that somehow make sense?
But it's like Zestial is one of the oldest overlords, if not the oldest overlord, and his domain is the agriculture of Pentagram City.
That like, he's
And
over
that
the
is the
espionage stuff, and it like why does it make sense? Why does it make sense? It has no right
it
to make sense
doesn't
like
make sense.
this.
Exactly. It doesn't. It shouldn't make sense, but yet the more you look into it, the more it makes sense.
It's why? Just why? I forgot to put down defense under vitality. There we go.
I mean, isn't that the physical defense?
Yes. I forgot to put down the category for physical defense modifier when making the spreadsheet.
It's fine. It's actually kind of funny that you forgot that specific part because in the older edition that's not public, we used to have all of the defense stats be pulled together into one bonus under the power score. And Logan thought that would be a little too weird, so he spread them out amongst the stats to give some stats a little more of an oomph.
Which he was right, and it also makes things more interesting roleplay wise.
Also, it made mental a little bit too powerful because mental still has that plus from intellect on top of the everything has a boost from power score, so mental was always the stronger stat no matter who you played. So I was
Yeah.
like, no, we should have that for the other three stat hey resistance rolls too.
Yeah. Alright, I have all the stuff down here. The power score stuff. I just need to put down the power score stuff. Okay, let's see here.
I think that would just be a 6 point.
And now Abel's part in Hear Your Sound is haunting my brain. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. I find YouTube Shorts playing it every time I have a quote unquote edit, and I'm just that part.
Right? But like the notes fit him so
Yes,
well.
and it feels like a Fallout Boy song with just that part
It
too. Like
100%
they
does.
they
Like with
got
how his voice slides on the word attack, it just feels like the character himself is falling back. as he's giving out the command. And it's just like, chef's
Swallow your
kiss.
pride. Swallow your pride. Push your bloodlust aside.
So
Bitch, you
sorry,
better fall
better fall
back.
back. There's no
Cause
cause
there's
for
no.
attack.
Oh, blah, blah.
Like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my word. Like that helps lead into the command really well, I feel.
Right. And honestly, I think
Anyways,
that's like the first time Abel's ever swore, and it's just awesome.
right, and the shadow of Adam behind Abel.
Oh, another thing is if you freeze frame on that shot, Adam and Abel's expressions are actually different, ever so slightly.
Right, but just the fact that Adam's ghost is behind him shows that that in this second Lute sees Adam's blood in Abel more like their
Exactly.
relation more than she ever did before. And
Honestly,
that
though, I
just
rewatched.
shows she's starting to respect the new authority.
Honestly,
I
I
feel like.
watched like a compilation of Abel scenes in Has Been Hotel, and oh my gosh, Lute despised Abel so much. Every interaction they had on screen was her just being disgusted by his mere presence.
It was, yes.
And it made it even worse when she was having a rampage in Adam's office, and he, who has every right and authority to take up said office, just wanted one of his dad's guitars, and she just growled him out of the room.
Right? Like he oh my word.
It's like if he wasn't such a doormat, which makes sense due to his character, her, her, like he, by all rights, should have been in that room more than Luke.
Where did I put the HP at?
Dunno. That's like one of the most important things. Wouldn't it be? Wait, wouldn't it be with the stuff under the ability scores with like hit degree, hit points per increase, bonus hit points?
I
Let's use
put
combat info. No, no, no. Combat info below the ability scores. You have hit degree, hit HP per increase, bonus hit points, hit point total.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I have modified HP. Shit, I forgot to put the normal H. Oh wait, no, hit point total. Hit point total.
That's what
That's
I
the
said.
starting HP. That is starting it.
So that would
Oh my
be eight.
gosh.
That would be 8 plus her vitality bonus of plus 4. So that would be 8, 9, 10, 12. So she actually
Yeah.
starts ahead of most starting characters with how high her vitality is.
Which is fitting considering this is a starter character template. You kind of do want to be a little ahead
Hmm.
for your first character just because you can do a lot of cool stuff, and I am speaking from experience here.
The more you know about Lehnarrow, the beefier you can make your starting characters. And no, it does not mean that your characters are overpowered at the start. It just means you know and understand the system. Like
Mm.
my
And the
mom,
fact,
the tiger. My mom, the tiger, understands the system so well that back when they were gaming hang with their friends in California, everyone used to say that mom made cheat characters. Simply because she knew her way around the system so well that she made starting characters well beyond what anyone else could make.
yeah,
But that's only
and
because she knew and understood her system.
this system very much rewards creative gameplay as well. Like, you work with what you got, like you do in a roguelike, which is awesome.
Yes. Alright, so HP for increase is
And
actually a little different. Let me go back to the
I'm
chart.
just copying down from the power score chart. She has a power score of 89, and that is just what HP
Right,
for
she has
per
an
increase is listed on the
89 for her
chart.
power score. So her HP per increase is her power scores, her HP increase plus her vitality's bonus hit points bonus. So the more vital a person is, the more hit points they get upon level up. Well, increase, I should say, because there's no leveling up in Lehnarrow, it's just increases.
Yep.
So you
And
said 89, so HP increase is 4. And then because of her vitality of 18, that's another 4. So she gets 8 hit points upon level up.
upon raising her rank, jeez, man. Yeah, she is definitely a character that will not die once you start getting used to her. Once you play with her enough to get used to her, yeah, she definitely will not die, which is very much how she is in the show.
Oh my god, I
This
absolutely
is
love her so
fitting,
much.
right? See here, base
Season 2.
AR.
Season 2 made me fall in love with Nifty, and now that I love her as a character, I am loving her season 1 and appearance as well. But
True,
honestly,
true.
season 2 just yes.
Yes, like she feels less like an accessory and
And more of a one of the characters. And it's like before she was like a joke character that was like there.
but she went from a joke to actually having a presence.
Right, right, right.
Okay, there. And her CGP cost per talent, because apparently that's defined by power score 2, which I forget.
I keep forgetting that too. I just use the basis of each talent slot is worth 300, which I know is not the case. I think that's just what the base
I
system
have that
is.
written down on this thing too.
Yeah, let's see. The cost when
So
yeah, that is just
it's
the
fine.
baseline 300,
Honestly, it's just easier to use the baseline.
which is
If the,
really really hilarious because if you have higher stats, that goes down 200, 100. Like it actually does get cheaper.
yeah, like funny enough, the cheapest it can get I can see is 5.
Yeah, but that's like if you have 180 power score, and that's if every single stat is 40, which is impossible through normal gameplay.
Oh, you would have to play so many sessions for so many years.
Well, not only that, but with the base game rules as written, a standard character is not allowed to have any stat past 25.
Yeah, so
In order to raise your stats above 25, you need to be an advanced lifestyle, which is not part of the base system.
yeah, luckily that's it's a bit that's up to the discretion of the referee.
Well, that is what rules as written is. I don't know where it states it specifically, but that's what Logan told me is rules as written.
Mm, that's fun. Well, it's good to know that the chart goes past rules as written in case the referee wants to go past rules as written.
Exactly. But, yeah, 25 times 6 would be a power score of 150, meaning the highest your stats could go without breaking out the advanced lifestyle guide. A talent slot would be worth 10 CGPs. But that's as high as it could go rules as written. And that's like advanced play.
Dang. Okay. See here. Now I am on to the racial resistance modifiers for the common
Okay, resistance
Spiderian.
rolls.
Looks like she only gets physical
Plus
and
1.
spiritual.
Yeah, plus 1 to physical and
Why did
spiritual.
I forgot to put down spiritual. Oh my word. That is embarrassing.
So, for those of you at home, the resistance rolls, when randomly rolled up, is a d4 plus 1, and we typically have a homebrew rule of re-rolling ones.
Alright, yeah. So, let's roll the turds.
Alrighty. That is a 2, so that would be 3. What would you consider her Nifty's weakest? Would that be her mental?
Okay, so personally, I feel like magical. We don't really see her coming up against a lot of magic, but I just have this
So,
feeling that magical might be her biggest weak spot.
okay. So we could put that 3 on magical then. That is a 1, so I have to re-roll it. Do you want another her low roll of 3, or should I re-roll again?
Um, let's roll again.
Well, that's a 3, so that would be a 4.
A 4? Okay.
So we could put that on mental or spiritual, because I really think her physical would be higher.
Me too. Let's go with spiritual for that one. So that means this one would
Alright,
be
that's
a
another 3, so
5.
we could put a 4 on mental.
So 4 on mental?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And since we're working hang with the idea that physical is her highest, let's just give her a 5 physical.
Yeah.
So then we factor in what her ability score stats are to add to this, and then her racial bonuses.
Yeah, true, true, true. Okay, so
So her magical
protection.
defense would be fairly high, given her agility.
Yes.
So her magical defense plus from her agility.
Let's see, your magical defense is a +5.
All right, so that at least helps her with her dump hump stat.
It really does, yeah.
So her agility helps her with her magic, so that's at least good. All right, next up is Charm's spiritual defense.
Yeah, that is a 0.
She does not get a bonus with her spiritual, that's okay. And then her mental defense.
Yeah, mental defense. That would be under intellect, right?
And that's a +1 it looks like.
Under insight. Yeah, it's a +1, so not too bad.
And then finally, her physical resistance roll bonus. Since she has a high vitality, that should bump up a bunch too. So that's a +4 for her defense.
Yeah, +4 for defense. Yeah, that's a woo. Yeah.
So what are her totals with everything now?
Okay, so let's see. Ah, crap. I
5,
forgot when
9,
I
plus
did this
1.
something. Okay, hang. Hold up. I need to add in the. Let's see here. This is physical defense. Oh, come on. Hold up. This will just be easier if I do it like this.
You're performing witchcraft. I'm kidding.
Yes, I am. Right, it only works if I have it as just the number.
I understand what you're doing on a metaphysical level, but in terms of actually understanding how to do spreadsheet programming, I have no training on spreadsheet programming.
I only know because I was forced to take a digital literacy. Wait, this is magical, right? Yeah,
Look, I don't need a
a
digital literacy class,
literacy class.
but
Yeah.
spreadsheets are not something that I am familiar with, so to speak.
Yeah, fair. I just know because I've fiddled around with spread. When I tell you, when I took my digital literacy class, that was the main thing we used was was like Excel
Yeah.
spreadsheets. And I had a math teacher that insisted. Let's see here.
Which is weird because
This is under
when
magical.
I was going to computer classes, they insisted that PowerPoints were the big thing that you use in computers. Even though I have an
Nope.
extensive knowledge of how to use PowerPoints and how to make PowerPoints, I really couldn't care less.
Honestly, yeah, fair. For mine, they just really focused on spreadsheet because that's what was used in coding. And I forgot to do the something. Okay, let's do this. Boop. Boop. Number one. Number two. And number three. Where are you? There it is.
Now, with a
This was,
little bit of fiddling, I think I could probably understand this fairly well too. It doesn't look that hard.
yeah, it's actually fairly easy once you know what to look up.
Honestly, I have no real use for spreadsheets. I've never had to use spreadsheets. If I and when I ever need to learn how to use spreadsheets, I'll be definitely figuring things out. But until then, I'm just like, ooh, witchcraft.
Yeah, fair enough. I need to update the base for this because holy crap, there's a ton. I kind of missed on, which I'm glad I'm doing this. The rest I'll just fix as I go
Honestly,
because
I
I
need
do
to
have other
convince.
templates for their
I
future collabs ready.
Yeah, I need to convince Logan to either clarify what the base and modifier mean, or have two separate modifiers for stat modifiers and racial modifiers. Because
Yeah.
I feel like one time he told me that the modifiers for the racial stats, and another time he told me that the modifier was for the ability stats. But I'm like, I feel like there should either be a distinction or a clarification on what he means there.
Yeah, and I am very inclined to agree with you on that, honestly.
Because every time I've done
Okay, the
modifiers, I feel
racial
like Logan looks over my
points.
characters as a DM and goes, that's not right.
Yeah. There we go. And the lifestyle point I'm just including this. You and I are going to be using all of the CGP, so I'm not going to be putting anything down on the under current CGP stuff because
Right.
I can just plug that into a calculator on my end easy.
Honestly,
Okay.
I'm contemplating whether or not we should spend the starting CGPs and let other people all spend them for when they make their own personal nifties. But at the same time, I think it would be interesting again to show our take of what Nifty would have at the start.
Yeah, the point of this is just to give players a strong start, and let's face it, skills and talents and stuff are just a little bit difficult to wrap the head around. And so by making this a video tutorial, I am able to essentially help them out with wrapping their head around it.
Because I feel like Logan is more interested in running games and actually teaching his viewers what the rules are of the system.
Well, yeah, and you were the one to teach me more about how to make a character and the rules of the system than he did.
I mean, I try my best. I'm not the best teacher, but at least you know how to make a character.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is just to help me practice it a bit better. Anywho, now we go into senses and protections,
Alright,
which
so
should
senses
be
is a
under the
racial
race
thing.
thing. Yeah, which page do I have for the racial?
For the common Spiderian, I think.
That is the gear.
Alright, it is on page 91/92. I'm not really too sure which one it is specifically. The the PDF
There we go.
number at the bottom of the page says 91. However, the PDF page counter in Google says 92.
Here we go. Got it.
All right. So yeah, +1 to physical, +1 to spiritual.
Yep, I already have that down because there was a chart way earlier in the book for it.
And then for racial abilities,
Alright.
Nifty can climb any surfaces 90% of the time.
Oh, where did I
Um,
put racial abilities? Racial's. Here we go, racial trait.
climb any surfaces 90%. And Spiderian Leap.
The Spiderian leap?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
how far does the Spiderian leap go? I should put that down.
so that would be in further her back in the races. Let's see, going
Right.
back before the Animan.
And this is why I recommend viewers get the ELPG for themselves. There's only
You
so
can
much.
you can find it on Amazon. It is the Enhanced Lehnarrow Player's Guide.
Oh, they also have danger sense.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure that gives them a bonus to their surprise, but I don't recall specifically. Let's see, arachnoid skills. No, that's not where it is.
Oh, right there.
What?
Um, Sorry, I'm just adding this info here.
Yeah, well, while you're doing that, I'm trying to figure out where Spiderian Leap is because it's not in the racial skills and it's not in the description for common Spiderian. Let me look in the index to see.
Yeah, they really don't explain it. Let's see here.
Because Logan is making this system basically from scratch. Um,
Yeah, so it makes sense for something like that to just be forgotten about. But it's just like, man, you have it
we're
listed as a
essentially
skill. At
still
least
working.
to give a crappy explanation about it.
We're still working through the kinks, so to speak.
Yeah. Spiderian leap obviously would mean you would be able to leap from any surface that you can climb.
Alright, Spiderian Leap is. What's up to, Max? I'm on the live stream, shush. Oh my gosh. No. There's a lot of things he needs to fix in general because Spiderian Leap. Let's see. I don't know what Spiderian Leap is in general because there is not a description, and the Spiderian Leap just refers back to the single mention of it in the racial description, so I'll need to talk to Logan about that specifically. However, the Animan racial ability Leaping, which is the closest equivalent that I can find, it allows you, who, it says here, with the leaping skill, an Animan can make amazing jump feats. They can broad jump a distance equal to their agility score and do a running leap equal in distance to 3 times their agility score.
Okay.
So that is what the Animan leaping is, but I'll have to ping Logan on what Spiderian leap does.
Fair enough. It just basically allows you to use your agility bonus to make a leap. along with a few other things. But it is the long and short of it. Got it. Alright then, there's combat stuff. Oh right, her DR. I forgot to calculate her DR. And we haven't done protections yet.
Their DR is their natural DR plus their her agility's defensive rating adjustment.
For agility's defensive rating adjustment. Okay, so for her, it's going to be some of 15
Hopefully, Logan returns
and
quickly, so I can give the viewers a good
this
description of what
one.
Spiderian Leap does.
There we go. So, and I need to remember that it only works if I have it like this.
Okay, cool. He's typing.
Okay, so her DR is 22. Yeah, she. This works way too well.
Wait, her DR is
Okay.
22 without any extra bonuses.
That's with
That's
the
just her
bonuses.
natural.
I did some. I did
So
some.
that's
So
okay.
the
What
natural DR of the common Spiderian is a 15. She just but because she has a 20 agility,
she has a
her
+7
defense.
to her defensive adjustment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh no! The link on
Honestly,
Discord isn't working. Okay.
it works. We
Uh,
see her get hit straight up in the face with an entire brick. Oh
Logan,
man,
your link on Discord isn't working. Apparently,
it's not.
no. Can you resend it on the Logan Adventures Guild? Lehnarrow Adventures Guild. I'm sorry.
Yep.
He wants to join and maybe give us some bonuses and tips.
All right then. Let's see here.
Well,
Stream
that would make
URL
sense as to why no
copied.
one has been joining this whole time.
Yeah, it explains a little bit. I'm just gonna send it to the same spot if I can just get the window up at the right spot. There we go. Now it should work.
All right.
I have another friend who says he's enjoying it, but whatever.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Found it. Got it.
Oh, and the oh, okay, okay. Logan told me where the Spiderian Leap is. I'll go search it up right now. So I
The
was looking
chat
in the
finally
common
showed
Spiderian.
up on my video thing, my video
All right.
feed. Oh
I
my
was looking at the
gosh.
common Spiderian when I forgot that there was a description of Spiderians in general. There we are. Spiderian Leap. Spiderians may leap forward 30 feet backward, 20. Oh, wait. They may leap forward 30 feet, backward 20 feet, and 15 feet to her sides, and 20 feet straight upward. And combined with their climb any surface trait, these can be very useful abilities indeed. So for Spiderians, it's exclusively a set number.
Yeah, so sounds like it's just a 20 feet radius from where you're standing. To just for ease of like a 20-foot cone.
Oh, I think I understand. Oh no. I think he wants to actually join the live stream and chat.
Oh.
Give me a sec to see what he wants specifically.
Yeah, because I have the Streamlab extension for
Oh no
OBS,
no
but
no
I
no!
was not able to figure
Click
that
on the
out.
YouTube link. Click on the YouTube link, copy and post it here. Okay, I'll do that real quick for Logan.
Okay. Let's see.
Alright,
I
so
that's ability score adjustments. LA. I think we're already past that one. So that means that is RRA. I think that's just has to do with racial resistance. Natural attack. I'm just gonna put down bite.
alright, so that is the bite is a 1d6.
Got it. 1d6.
So Logan's on it in terms of posting it to our Discord.
Awesome sauce.
Honestly, it's scary how much Logan has learned how to computer.
I know, right?
It's like just like
Okay.
maybe 5 years ago, if you would have asked him to do the stuff that he does now, he'd probably look at you sideways.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see here. To hit modifier, I'm sure that was on here somewhere. Like, I know I saw it. Whatever. We are focusing on. Oh, I forgot to put down hit degree. I forgot the combat info aside from hit point total. Yeah, we forgot that. Okay. Number of attacks to hit to and damage.
Yeah, I don't think Luna is looking at her chat. She's more focused on making the character.
Yeah, I only just saw the chat a few minutes ago. Like, so I only saw that and I responded in chat. Got that figured out. Because I thought that the link it was giving me to share the stream was just was for this. So hi from the hilt. Woo! Okay. So
Alright.
let's see.
Am I a ghost? I'm a ghost. I just said hi to you, dude. Oh.
A ghost haunting the stream, really?
He's like, why is it every time I join a live stream, it's like I'm a ghost? And I'm like, I just said hi to you. What do you mean?
We literally just said hi.
Yeah.
Apparently, from the hill to the ghost haunting the stream, my streams now.
Yeah, Red Interrupt Us has now bleeded into Luna's live stream. Everywhere, baby. You're not everywhere, dude.
Okay, I forgot how to do hit degree.
Alright, your hit degree is basically your hit points divided by 8 rounded up.
Okay, so 12 divided by 8.
I think that's a 2 hit degree. Yeah, that's a 2 hit degree.
Awesome.
So 1 to 8
Let's
is a
see
1 hit
here.
degree. 9 to. Ha! Oh no, Logan is giving you twice the views by looking at you through 2 channels, you cheater.
Oh, and I tell you, I have like 0 day. I have like both the live control panel stuff. Oh wait, refresh page. Boop. Okay, still 0 data. That's fun. That is okay. Yeah, that's fun. I am better off with chat up top here.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay.
I think I think we're almost ready to start the profession stuff for exterminator for Nifty.
Yeah, we are. I just need to get down the rest of the combat info and the protection stuff.
Most of the protection stuff will be blank because that's skills that you put in there.
Right, right. I forget that not every character has that right at the start.
Yeah. Oh, Luna's still learning how to live stream again, so my face isn't up there yet. I might be the next
Yeah.
time we make a character.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I just need to figure out how the Streamlabs thing on OBS works.
Yeah.
Even I don't know how that works. I have so much experience with OBS, but the streaming is just, 3 live streams.
Oh, this I've done streaming on OBS before. Like that I have figured out. It's pretty easy actually. It's the figuring out how to set it up so I can have other people on the stream with me, much like you do with Streamlabs, is the part I'm having trouble with. Not Streamlabs, the StreamYard thing.
Well, StreamYard is really easy, but Streamlabs, I don't know anything.
I know.
I I've heard of
I know, and I'm
Streamyard.
finding, and I found that out the hard way when I was setting this up. And
Alright.
let's just continue here. Is there literally anything else on this combat info thing?
Let me double check. I was getting to the exterminator section so that I could just rattle off what you need. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Because there's like,
Yeah, for this moment in time, that will be correct.
so like nothing else under combat info, no weapon talents, no weapon of choice. Wait,
Um, no. Weapon of choice is a skill that you have to get, and the exterminator does not come with any weapon talents. But speaking of exterminator, what was Nifty's
okay.
total starting CGPs?
Her total starting CGPs is 515.
Well, take off 300 because that's how much the exterminator is worth. So she has
Oh,
200 and some odd CGPs now.
yeah, 215 CGPs now. Got it. Okay. So then, in that case, looks like we are going to be going to the skills, talents, and stuff section.
Yes.
So let's just
So
jot down
first
what she
and
gets with her race and profession stuff. With her
right. Well,
profession.
first and foremost, what exact do you
Lifestyle.
have a spot for skills alignment?
Okay, skills alignment.
That would be like combat, arcane, guild, divine, martial arts. Okay, cool.
I have combat info. I like the combat skills and martial arts are on like the same page here. Combat
Like the skills
info.
alignment. It's basically it should be right around like on a regular character sheet, it would be on the same page as your universal skills, but in this spreadsheet I would have no clue.
I basically did this copying off of it. Is it
Where
literally
is
listed
your
as
universal skills?
alignment,
It should
or is
be,
it?
yeah, skills alignment right there. I see it. It's like right at the top
Yeah.
in the
Oh, yeah.
actual
Right there. I misspelled it. That is why it didn't show up.
That's okay. So for the exterminator, Nifty is exclusively aligned to combat and guild.
Okay, combat and guild. That means I can just hide the arcane and
While
divine.
you're in the universal talents section, her bonus skills, she has tracking. that actually tracks. She was able to track Alistair when she saw him, and she immediately knew where to go. So
I
yeah,
found
she could
it.
track.
I found the tracking skill. Okay,
And
and the modify. Which ability modifier
oh,
is
it's not
it?
a modifier; it's just a skill.
I have a plus minus thing on there. I usually like. Oh, okay.
But anyway, so yeah, she has the tracking skill, and next skill is gang up resistance. That's either a combat or guild thing, I think.
Gang up resistance. Okay, let's
Yeah.
see here. I'm just gonna go
It
with boop.
also tracks, given her ability to kill a lot of bugs,
There it
using
is.
red.
Got it.
So yeah, that is a combat skill.
Okay, and I
So
just need to copy
next,
down her. That I can do it later. Actually,
all right,
no, the viewer can do it. The attack bonus and damage bonus thing.
yeah,
Because
that'll
I
be
actually have
something
that
that
under the
the
combat
CGP
skills
plays on.
things.
So anyway, so these next three skills are guild percentage skills. So she has move silently, 50%.
Okay. The 50.
Poison antidote use, 25%.
Poison antidote use is 55. Got it.
25.
Oh, 25. Got it.
And
There we go.
channeling at 50%.
That's great. It's just annoying.
There we go.
Alright. And then she has a handful of lifestyle talents. So going down to the talent section. Alright, so she has one judgment talent at city familiarity, insight 0.
Okay. Boop.
She has pest control, intellect 0.
It's an insight skill. Pest
Oh, it's also
control.
an insight? That's interesting.
Yeah. I basically copied it directly from the character sheet on this one.
Alright,
But,
well,
yeah.
it could be an error on the. It could be an
I think
error
it's because
on
it's a
the
judgment
route.
talent.
It should be a judgment talent, yeah.
It
So yeah,
is a
that is an
judgment
error
talent.
on the exterminator specifically, but anyway. So she also has two lore specialties. So I'm going to say those are specifically rats and cockroaches.
Yeah. So, entomology.
Oh no, entomology is something different. No. So she has
Entomology is literal
specific.
science of bugs.
Well, you know what? Yeah. She has 5 bonus talent slots to spend, so we can put one of those as entomology, so that works.
Yeah. So now she only has 4
Oh,
talents to
we need to see
spend.
how many talent slots entomology is.
Yeah. I have the CGP cost, not the talent slots.
Yeah, I'll go to the. I'll get that for you real quick. I just gotta get to it. Further back.
And
Further
under this,
down.
I'm just gonna put down rats.
Rat
Just because that's
lore
fun.
specialty. She is also the rat queen.
She's
Alright.
overlord of the rats.
Alright. Entomology is worth one CGP, one talent slot. I'm sorry.
Yay! I mean, she has some more.
However, it does have a modifier of -2.
That doesn't matter. She knows about bugs because she is.
She is the
Cool.
rat queen.
Yep.
She fought a war over the bugs, and they were winning, but not for long.
Just discovered how annoying that could be.
Yeah.
Based on OBS.
Anyway, let's see. Now we have 4 talent slots left. I think we should spend 1 or 2 of those on weapons, like specifically her knife. I
Yeah.
think we should give her a weapon talent in knife. That is 1 talent slot, meaning she'll have 3 left that we can distribute.
Yes. Let's see here.
So she knows how to use a knife. That would be in her weapon talents on top.
Knife. Lore talents. I think I put weapon
No, weapon
talents on a
talents are things
different.
that you write down. It should be with the top.
Right. Okay.
You know, all
Combat.
weapon choice and all that.
Yes. Right. So it's clear back on the first page. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. So it would be one of your weapon
So,
talents, and then you would put down knife.
boop. Knife. So now we've got
Alright,
3 talents
4
left.
talent slots. Let's see. Um, I don't think she knows how to cook, does she? I think Vaggie does the cooking.
No. Yeah. I think both Maggie and Charlie take turns of cooking. Nifty.
Yeah.
No, she does not seem like someone who knows how to cook. I'm sorry, but no.
Oh, but she does know how to bake. Kind of. Not really.
Just because
How good
she
were those
knows how
cookies?
to do it. They were burnt messes. Just because she
Yeah,
knows the logic of how doesn't mean make her any good.
fair enough. Let's see. Hmm. I'm just looking to see. Oh, she would definitely have the singing talent.
Oh yes,
She knows how to clean it up.
yes.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see here. Singing. Let me just
Would she
do
also have
Control F and
dancing? Like
just.
she did dance during that song.
Yeah, let's just use those remaining ones on singing and dancing. It would be a good use of those skills. Singing,
Yes.
martial. Singing is a talent apparently.
Yeah, singing is a talent, dancing is a talent. They're both
Yeah.
one's agility, one's charm.
Yeah, dancing is agility, so that means she gets a +7.
Oh no, the
Consider.
modifier is no. The modifier is based on what. So for her dancing, that's just a modifier of 0. Same with singing.
Yeah.
Sorry, the modifiers are based on what you purchase.
Right. Modifiers have to be
Your
purchased
actual thing.
separately. The CGP's cost is just for the modifiers when you're starting a character. Right. This is great for just reminding me.
So
This is
yeah,
great.
when you spend hun CGPs on talents in the future, basically whatever. In this case, Nifty, his power score makes it so that each talent slot is worth 300 CGPs. So,
How did she
for
get city
example,
familiarity?
oh, that's from her profession.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it would make sense that she's familiar with Pentagram City specifically
It
because,
does.
again, she saw Alistair on a screen on TV, and suddenly she knew exactly where he was.
Yeah. Now, if I'm counting right, which I should be, we only have one talent left to spend.
Alright, so, let's see. What else does she know how to do?
Doesn't she know how to sew?
I think so? but I think sewing is more of it's a guild skill now. More specifically, a trade skill in the guild skill section.
Yeah, it is.
So let's see.
Which we could just use some of our 200 remaining CGPs on that.
Yeah, it
If we
really depends.
really wanted
Let's see.
to.
Forging girdle. I don't think she's that good at hiding. Does she play a musical instrument? Or how old is
We
she
don't
in this?
see her. We don't really see her playing an instrument in the show.
Fair. Let's see. Observation might be good. You know, it'd be funny is if she had animal training and that's how she trained the bugs to sing.
That's it. Animal training. Yeah, that we should. Oh,
Physical talent
if
charm 0.
yeah, animal training. We should give her
Physical
that.
talent charm 0.
There it is. There it is. Found it.
There we go. Anywho.
Yes.
Rating her CGPs. So the question is, we should probably look at guild skills and
Yep.
maybe some combat skills. Let's see.
Yes. Let's see.
Let's see. Sewing is 200, but has a prerequisite. What is the prerequisite?
It's not impossible, but it's not easy either.
Wow, he's still going on.
Who, Red?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've just learned to ignore him.
I figured it out, by the way.
You
Oh, how to
figured
do
it
that?
out?
Stutter?
DM it to me.
There's two ways of doing it. One, you get a third party
Just
app.
send it to me in DMs. Live stream
Yeah,
is not the place to discuss it.
You can do this for videos too.
That's the plan. I'm currently recording the live stream so I can edit it into a video later. But it would be extremely
basically
helpful
cut
to
out
do
all of
like
the silence and our ums and uhs.
yeah.
Let's see.
Hold on. I'm gonna find you first. I don't have you on my friends list.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see here.
Sorry, I'm
I'd
looking
be
up to see what prerequisite the tradesman skills have.
yeah. Okay, hang on. I think the one which page does that start at? I think it's the here we go. Okay, skills and talents. Skills, fields of spells. I'm just gonna be scrolling through to try and find it. Stuff a little bit. Morph,
All right.
scrying, blah blah
Sewing.
blah.
Prerequisite skill. Artistic ability talent.
She does not have that. Okay. And let's focus on what she can get. So question is, what can she get?
Let's see. Ooh, well, she does have move silently. What if we gave her hidden shadows to go with that?
You know what? Yeah. She can sneak up on people extremely
Oh yes,
easily.
she really snuck up on Adam in the finale.
She she can be sneaky when she wants to be. I am
Exactly. She
leaning way
snuck
too
up on
far
Adam
forward.
in the finale. I mean, most of that was him being caught monologuing, but hey.
But like still absolutely nobody saw her.
Until he got stabbed.
Mm. Here it is. Found hidden shadows.
Is 25 to get 20%, and then it's 10 for every 5%. So if we put that at 50% with how Move Silently is currently at 50%, that would be 85 CGPs to get Hidden Shadows at 50%.
Worth it.
So worth it. How much CGPs does she have left? I think we should just give her some combat skills, like maybe an attack boost.
Yeah, I'm doing the math now.
No.
Arnar! A
Arnar.
130. 130.
130? Okay. Give her attack bonus +1 with her knife. That is worth 100.
Okay, attack bonus +1 with her knife. Let me just go into. Let's go into the combat thing. I'm just gonna put down knife. The number of attacks.
Logan's
1
apparently been chatting with
plus
us this entire time.
1. Yeah, I've been hearing him.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, asking a bunch of questions, and then
Yeah, my guy,
Songbird and I were
tell him
really
to take it to my DMs, please.
Alright, well, he can hear you. He's watching. He's just in the chat.
He's got that video up on TV.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Um,
I've already said it a few times, actually.
Yeah. I gave him the answer to at least one of those questions.
by the way, it's very hard to explain how I did this through a chat message or an image, so I don't know exactly how you want me to
Just
explain it.
DM me on Discord.
Yeah.
I don't to explain it. Honestly, if I explained it in actual words, it would be like, oh, that doesn't look like it makes sense. And then you try to do
You
it,
can
and it's like,
send voice messages on Discord.
I can't, maybe.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Okay, there we go. And so now we are at 30. You said it was 100 for that +1.
Yeah, so there's not much we can get for 30 CGPs, so we can just have her current CGPs be 30 now.
Okay.
And basically speaking, I'm fairly sure all we have left to do is to give her starting equipment and basically give her the stats
Yeah.
on that knife.
Knife.
Knife shouldn't do that much damage in terms of its die category because it's such a small weapon.
Yeah.
And apologies, chat. I know we've been neglecting you, but that's because I have a book in my face, and Songbird's been working the spreadsheet.
Yes. This is a very active thing. See here. For inventory, I have nice duster, general cleaning equipment. You know, just makes sense.
Yeah. So she has cleaning equipment, and then here I'm looking up knife right now. All right,
Let's
what
see here.
kind of knife are we gonna give her?
Mm,
Let's see. If we gave her a standard carving knife, that only does 1 damage, but that sounds like what Nifty would be using.
yeah, it would be. As much as I would love to give her a stiletto, yeah, a standard carving knife is actually what she. Hell, it's what she has in the picture. That's just a
Exactly. She has
standard
private
carving
carving.
knife.
And she doesn't throw that thing, so we can't consider it a throwing knife. And it's definitely not a hunting knife.
Oh, for
And
sure.
all the rest of these, all the rest of these on up are like, no, no, that's definitely not what Nifty's using. I guess you could call it a machete, but that's or a long knife, maybe. We could give say it's a long knife, so it actually does more than just a single point of damage. But
Do we really wanna?
I'd say she has a long knife given her size and build, so it'll do a D8 damage.
Alright, yeah. Okay.
That way, we're not sitting here going, haha, Nifty's doing 1 point of damage. That is
Yeah,
sort of
she's got such a good build. It
and
would
then
just really
2 point of damage.
suck.
Even though canonically it should just be a carving knife that does 1 point of damage, I think for damage calculations, it would be better if she was using a long knife.
I'm just realizing though, you could technically classify Nifty's knife from Has Been Hotel as a long knife. Is it more of a stiletto knife? 100%. It is small and thin enough to be a stiletto. But
Fair.
like, yeah.
In terms of giving her an actual damage, long knife. And then what armor should we give her? She doesn't really need armor given that 22 without any armor. Should we give her armor? She does need quote unquote
I
her armor.
honestly no. I would say leaving the armor to the viewers who use this would be the best option personally.
Fair. Though honestly, given how she looks, I think she just wears a light tunic. Like, given her
Fair
outfit being a
enough.
dress, I could consider that a light tunic, which gives a +1 to her DR.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just yeah.
And then anything else we'll leave up to whoever plays this character.
Armor type light tunic. I'm just gonna add the +1 right here.
So yeah,
There.
she has in total a 23 DR, which is pretty solid for a starting character. Most characters don't
It
even
is
get that
really
high.
solid, yeah.
But anyway, I think that's done in terms of her character.
Yep. Yeah. This is a pretty solid starting character, honestly. Like, we could do a pet if we wanted to, but I'm just gonna leave that up to the viewer again. If
Right.
they ever get the book and get like the support character book, then they'll be able to use it, but like
But I think we get a pretty solid nifty
this is
character. Like this she's not too powerful, but she's cool enough that she works as a character.
like she fits just as she is in the show, which is honestly the only real goal here.
Right.
Like she's a beginner character. That's the entire point of this was a beginner character. Someone like Alistair would be more of an advanced character.
Well, he was at one time the strongest sinner in hell until Charlie made Vox
I
the
would
strongest
ar-
sinner in hell.
I would argue that since Vox has tablet status now, he is back to being the strongest again. He was just not the strongest long enough for the deal to break.
Honestly, that's all the deal was between her and Rosie and Alistair.
Legit, yeah. That was such a cleverly planted twist.
Oh my gosh. A lot of people are questioning like how Charlie and Alistair's deal went
I
because some people are theorizing that because of clever wordplay, Alistair could potentially say that Charlie's still in the deal, even
Yeah, but the
though.
deal was just one singular favor.
Oh no no
And
no!
he cashed
That was
that in.
specifically. just one hand. Oh wait, was it just one? I don't know. I don't remember the line specifically, but a lot of people say that they could twist the wordplay that he could have any small favor any time of his choosing. So I'm not really too sure.
Yeah.
I
I
hope that's
do
not the
believe he
case.
specified one
He did
that he
specify
could cash
one.
in anytime, anywhere, at any point of his choosing, but that just opens the door that he could make the same deal again to for another favor from her with the same conditions.
I'm not really
But
too sure, but the
it's
reason why a lot of people
Alistair,
say the deal's not off yet is because every time a deal's been broken in the show up to this point, the
which
Shat
so
Nests
far has
change.
only been once.
Okay, which is Vox, which was Alistair both times, once with Rosie, once with Alistair, but his chains
Yeah.
broke.
And that
Whereas
was all
after
within the
Charlie did
same
her thing,
scene. It was all within the same scene. And it
however,
was,
when
yeah,
Charlie did her deal with Alistair, her thing faded instead of broke.
yeah, it's a little
It's a little truncated.
ambiguous.
We don't have
We'll
enough
find,
information.
like, considering it was I'm counting it as one time cumulatively because it was all within the exact same scene.
Right.
So, like, we need to see this happen in a few more different contexts so we can understand the rules a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, honestly, c'est la vie!
This
Whatever
is the world
Alistair
of
does, it
Alice.
is guaranteed to be clever. That's.
Exactly. Like, oh my
Man's
god,
playing
the
fifth
fact
dimensional chess.
he is playing fifth dimensional chess. To be fair, I knew he was doing something big when he was getting captured by the V's, but I didn't realize that that eureka moment and when he was sitting on that bench was I could get out of this thing entirely right here.
Right? Like, that was so insane.
Like the fact that he made that entire plan. Okay, get captured by the V's so the V's can get more clout, therefore everyone thinks they're powerful. And then the whole thing with getting Charlie to show up and say he's the most powerful sinner her to seal that deal. Like, oh my gosh.
Like, in terms of raw power, he stayed the most powerful in hell. It's just the public opinion made people think of it, and that's where he got the
Well,
loophole with
not
Rosie.
only no. It's not only public opinion. How because Charlie is a princess of hell, her word carries a lot of weight.
It
And
does,
so,
yeah.
if he says that Vox is the most powerful sinner in hell, that's why he got a power boost after Charlie said that.
Yeah, but now Vox isn't the most powerful in hell anymore. Just
No.
plain factually because of raw power. Just because it's his tablet status. I'm sorry, but he is tablet status.
I think it's funny that this has went from let's make a character for Nifty to let's talk about Alistair and Vox and everything that happened in season
Well,
2.
this was also the other half. It's like we needed to talk about the character while I was sifting through the book, so that way there wouldn't be just straight up lo-fi for long minutes during the stream.
Fair, fair. But yeah, honestly, the reason why I chose Nifty specifically out of all the has-been characters when you were sitting there thinking of a character, the reason I thought of Nifty specifically is because of how good of a character and how strong of a character she became in season 2. And I was like, when we were sitting there discussing what character her to make, I was like, you know what? Nifty would be really cool to see to show how the system works because in D&D I guess she would be a rogue, and that would be a little meh. But in Lehnarrow,
Yeah.
yeah, we took her maid thing and made that her whole thing.
Like, this game is
So,
so much easier to plan a character around an aesthetic specifically.
right, because we made Nifty around her stuff, not her combat. Whereas if we made a D&D character, yeah, she would have just been a rogue. And That's it.
And it would have been, yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do much else with her. But because of the sheer variety of different skills and stuff that you can
And the
pick from, you're
versatility
able
of the
to
system.
nail down a more solid character this way. And if, the thing is, this even took less time than Dungeons and Dragons. Like this,
Right, because it would have been sifting
it's
through a
just
million
been
things. I
two,
mean,
like, this just took 2 hours and we're done. I've
right.
had Dungeons and Dragons
We had a bit of
characters take me a full 6 hours.
we had a bit of technical difficulties, but otherwise we were able to do it fairly well.
Like once we got started, like from starting point to end point, it only took us 2 hours.
Right. And
Like
most of
I'm
the difficulty was just explaining things. Like if you just by yourself and you didn't have to explain stuff and you understood the system, I could say you could make a character within an hour.
exactly. So like if you stop, once you're used to it, yeah, the characters are very easy and fast to build. Clearly, so
Despite the versatility of the system, like there's just so many options that you can do with these characters, but at the same time it's like it's so easy to just sit there and be like, okay, I want my character to do this, this, and this. And then the system is like, okay,
right.
there's a skill and this skill. Okay, cool. Character
Yes,
made.
exactly. It's so roleplay centric that somehow that just winds up making it easier. Like the skill tree in
Exactly.
video in incremental games, which, but this is like a very good stopping point.
Mm.
This is this I feel like this has been a good stream. How about you?
Me too. I had a lot of fun with this. Thank you
Yeah.
for inviting me. Thank you for
Thank
inviting
you
me
for
in.
joining me on this. I am so glad I did it like this the
Sure.
first time
Sure.
instead of just going gung ho into a collaboration with somebody who's basically a total stranger. I'm so glad I did it this way. Oh my word, this helped me so much for figuring out the kinks. Alright, in the meantime, thank you for joining us, dear viewers, on this lovely video. If you're watching the recording of this, I will have the link to the character in the description. But until then, have fun!
Bye.